Ha- Hello dear students. Today we will discuss about conservation of plants and animals. In this lesson you will know about many biological terms uh, and conservation of plants and animals like deforestation, its causes, its consequences, why it is necessary to conserve plants and animals. What are biosphere reserve, wildlife sanctuaries, national park, etc. So first of all, we will start with forestation. What is forestation? Forestation means growing more and more trees. Why it is necessary more trees? Why it is necessary? You all know very well that we need oxygen for respiration. We need food to get energy. So, and these things we get from plants. So, forestation is essential for our life. You have also learned in class 7 that we get many things from forest like wood, paper, medicine, etc. Okay. Now, what is deforestation? Cutting of trees or clearing of forest is deforestation. You can understand it better with these slides. Now I will show you few slides to understand it clearly. Look at this first slide, deforestation. The clearing of forest and using the land for purposes is called deforestation. The cause for deforestation are procuring land for cultivation, building houses and factories, using wood as fuel for making furniture, etc. As population is growing more and more, we need more land for cultivation. So we can get this more land by cutting trees or by cutting forests. So it is procuring land for cultivation. The natural cause of deforestation are forest fire and drought. Sometimes deforestation also occur due to some natural calamities like forest fire and drought. This forest fire, you have know about friction. So this forest fire is caused due to friction. When dry leaves and twigs of stems collide with each other, heat is produced and this heat causes fire in the forest. Consequences of deforestation. The consequences means effects. What are the effects of deforestation? Deforestation causes increase in temperature and pollution level on the earth. Increase in the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere leading to global warming. Students, can you see these slides? Hello? Hello? Students?
Yes,
Can you
we
please?
can. Yes, we can see the slide.
Okay, okay. Increase in the temperature and pollution level on the earth. How it is possible? When there is deforestation, this amount of carbon dioxide will increase on the earth. This carbon dioxide particle, these carbon dioxide particles are good absorbent of heat and cause warming on earth. This is known as global warming. Deforestation causes lowering of groundwater level. As you know very well, your SST teacher has also told you about it, that trees causes rain. When there is lack of trees, lack of rainwater, and due to this lowering of ground level of water, this decrease in rainfall, disturb balance in nature, all you see, soil erosion and decrease in soil fertility leading to desertification. You know what is desertification? When anyone, this soil erosion, what is soil erosion? Removal of topsoil. Removal of topsoil with wind or water is called soil erosion. And this when this soil removes away, it exposes hard and rocky layers. This soil has less humus and is less fertile. Gradually, the fertile land gets converted into desert. This is called desertification. It also decreases the water holding capacity of soil, which lead flood. These are few consequences of deforestation. So we have to save our earth from deforestation. So what we have to do for it? We have to conserve forest and the wildlife. Now next point is, how can we conserve forest and wildlife? Forest and wildlife can be conserved by setting up areas like biosphere reserve, wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, etc. Our government is also trying to conserve these forests and wildlife. Many international agencies also trying, so they take steps to conserve forest and animals. For this, these biosphere reserves, national parks are prepared. What is biosphere reserve? Biosphere reserve are large areas of protected land for conservation of biodiversity and the traditional life of the tribes living there. It means biosphere is a very large area. It has to be conserved. In these biosphere reserve, people are also living and passing their life. They are using wood, medicine, food from these forests. There are 18 biosphere reserve in India. And you know, Gulf of Kutch is the largest biosphere reserve. Here, biodiversity is conserved. Next one, national park, and next one is wildlife sanctuary. So we will see about these. Biosphere reserve are large area of protected land for conservation of biodiversity. And now, what is biodiversity? Bio, you are all aware, bio means living things. Biodiversity, it means variety of living things. Biodiversity is the variety of plants, animals, and microorganisms found in the area. The Pachmadi Biosphere Reserve consists of national park called Satpura National Park, and 2 wildlife sanctuaries. And these wildlife sanctuaries are Bori and Panchmari wildlife sanctuaries. Now come at on flora and fauna. What is flora? Flora means plants and fauna means animals. So flora are the plant found in a particular area. So this like flora of Satpura, it means plants present in Satpura biosphere reserve. Fauna animals. Fauna are the animals found in a particular area. Fauna of Satpura means animals found in Satpura hills. The flora of Pachmari consists of sal, teak, wild mango, jamun, silver fern, etc. You can find these plants anywhere else. In India, you can find sal, teak at other places also. They are also found in Pachmari. So we can say flora of Pachmari is sal, teak, wild mangoes, etc. Fauna of Pachmari, fauna means animals found in that area is wild dog, cheetal, bull, leopard, etc. See these all, this is flora and these are fauna of Pachmari. Now endemic species. Endemic species are those species of plants and animals found only in a particular area and not found anywhere else. It means we can see them only in a specific area. Here they are saying sal and wild mangoes are the endemic flora of Pachmari. Naturally, sal and wild mangoes are found in Pachmari. Giant squirrel and flying squirrel. Look at this squirrel. This squirrel is flying squirrel. It can fly. Can you see it anywhere in India? Have you seen it in India anywhere else? No. It is only found in Pachmari. So it is endemic fauna of endemic species of Pachmari. You can understand it with other slides. Wildlife sanctuary. First we will take wildlife sanctuary. Then wildlife sanctuaries are area where animals are protected from any disturbance to them or their habitat. No one can disturb their habitat. The killing or capturing of animals in wildlife sanctuary is strictly prohibited. These are few forests where killing or capturing of animal is prohibited. They can live there safely. No one can disturb them there. This is wildlife sanctuary. Next is national park. These are places where plants and animals are conserved. No one can harm them. National parks are areas reserved for wildlife where they can freely use the habitat and natural resources. Now see, national parks are bigger than sanctuaries. Sanctuaries have no fixed boundaries, but national parks have fixed boundaries. They have well-defined boundaries. These bird sanctuaries are open for general public. This is the difference between national park and bird sanctuary. Bird sanctuaries are open to the general public, while national park are you cannot get entry in national park easily. Because sanctuary is small, so sanctuary can be upgraded into national park. But national park cannot be degraded into sanctuary. Satpura National Park is the first reserve forest in India. This is first reserve forest. Once again, endemic species. I have already told you about endemic species that flying squirrel is found only in Satpura. So this flying squirrel is the endemic species. To make it more clear, endemic species are those species of plants and animals which are found exclusively in a particular area. They are not naturally found anywhere else. In broad sense, kangaroos. Kangaroos are indigenous to Australia. You can see them in India also, but you can see them in zoo where they are kept. But that is not their original place. Original place of kangaroos is Australia. In case of flora, dragon fruit. Have you seen pink color fruit having black seeds? That is dragon fruit. Dragon fruit is found in China. Now it is cultivated in India also, but its original place is China. So it is the dragon fruit is the endemic species of China. Clear? Now, endangered animals. Endangered means in danger. In danger. Few species are less in number. They are in danger now. Endangered animals are those animals whose number are diminishing and might face extinction. They are going to be finished if we will not conserve them. Example, tiger is one of the many animals which are slowly diminishing. In 2012, in India, there were only 20 tigers. Now, Government of India conserve these tigers and number of tiger is going to increase. To protect the tiger in our country, the government launched the Project Tiger to ensure the survival of tiger population. Now it is quite enough. Dinosaurs, about dinosaurs, you know, dinosaurs have already become extinct. Sometime they would be endangered, their number became less, and after some time they disappear from the earth. They extinct. If someone protected them, we could see this species now also. But someone protect them. No one would protected them, so they extinct. Red data book are the books which keep a record of all endangered plant and animals. It is very beneficial for the protection, for the conservation of plants and animals. Red data books are available in all countries. Local people seize them to conserve which animal is endangered. They save them. So this red data book is very beneficial. It gives us information about endangered animals. These are few endangered animals and this is extinct. These are dinosaurs, last two animals are dinosaurs. They became extinct. And tigers are endangered nowadays. They get hunted and their number become less. So we have to conserve them. Our government is making effort, our government launched project to save them. Ecosystem. What is an ecosystem? Ecosystem consists of all the plants, animal and microorganisms living in an area along with the non-living components like climate, water, soil, etc. Now, to understand it, we can take an example of desert. In desert, the ecosystem of desert is made with animals, plants found there, temperature, climate, what type of climate is there, hot and dry. There is lack of water in desert. Soil is sandy there. Different kind of animals are found in desert. These are snakes and spiders and scorpion. These are mostly found there. Camel. Different kind of trees are there. Specific fauna जो endemic species हैं desert की like baboon, cactus, hejri. These all form ecosystem of desert. If we will take hot humid area like Assam, Mizoram, their temperature is more but humidity is also there. So their water availability is more. Large forests are there and in forests large number of animals live there. So ecosystem of that area is completely different with the ecosystem of desert. For aquatic habitat there is other kind of ecosystem. For marine aquatic habitat other kind of ecosystem. For hilly area ecosystem is of different kind. For polar region there are different kind of animals, so other kind of ecosystem. Ecosystem varies from place to place. Last thing is migration. In this chapter there are different biological terms. One word is migration. You all know migration. Migration means movement. Here movement of animals from its own habitat to some other habitat for a particular time period every year due to climatic changes or for breeding is migration. You can understand it with this example. Take an example of Siberian birds. These are Siberian birds. Siberia is in USSR. Their temperature in winter temperature reaches up to -40. So to protect them from this -40 temperature and for breeding purpose, these birds fly away to hot area. Mostly birds come to India. Well known Ghana sanctuary of Bharatpur is suitable for these birds. They used to come in this sanctuary. They live here for some time. They breed there. They lay eggs. Eggs hatches out. New birds come out when they are able to fly. And in these 3-4 months, temperature of Siberia becomes high. They move again, migrate to Siberia. So for few months they live in Siberia and for few months they migrate to India for breeding purpose and to save their lives from too cold. Next, recycling of paper. You all know we get paper from plants. About 17 full-grown trees are required to produce 1 ton of paper. Paper is quite heavy. This NCERT book for class 8th is of at least 500 gram. So you can see how much tree is required for it. Paper can be recycled. It is a good thing. To save these trees, we can recycle paper. Paper can be recycled about 5 to 7 times. As we recycle it, this paper lost its luster. But no problem. Recycled paper can be used for rough work. This NCERT book is also made from recycled paper. This notebooks you use are made of fresh paper. Class, do you use these class in your notebooks? So we have to recycle paper to save trees. We should save, reuse and recycle paper to save not only trees but also to save the energy, water and chemicals used to make paper. And when we use energy, it will be utilized for further functioning. Chemicals which make our atmosphere polluted. So by recycling, we can save from pollution also. So try to save paper. Don't waste paper. Recycle paper again and again. Next, reforestation. Forestation, growing trees. Reforestation is the restocking of destroyed forest. When we destroy forest, which is we call deforestation. After deforestation, we have to again grow more plants. Reforestation is the restocking of destroyed forest by planting new trees. We should try to grow trees of the same type what we have cut. We should plant at least as many trees as we cut or more trees. You all know you can't survive without trees. We have already caused a lot of damage to a forest. If we have to regain a green wealth, reforestation is the only option. So we have to save trees. We have to conserve trees and animals. Okay. It's all about conservation of plants and animals. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye.